There's a place in your house where it's cool to chill, get some me time or even cook a meal. It's your kitchen mofo, ain't no time to slack, so just grab yourself a penny and let's work that ass. If you're scared of this place, ain't no need to bother, just lay down your weapons and pick up another.
Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to my Virgin Kitchen. It is the final evening of our 7-day challenge. It is absolutely stonkingly hot outside, so I've just had a shower and there's nothing better than making a roast dinner, right? Anyhow, this is what I've already done so far, my friends. I basically got myself the pork shoulder joint, that on its own, basted it with some olive oil and sat it in its tray for half an hour to cook on its own on gas mark 7, okay? So I've now taken it out of the oven, got out some potatoes, not peeled them, but just give them a wash and cut them up nice and rough. And it's now going to go back in the oven for an hour, okay? This recipe does take quite a long time, but it is a roast dinner, okay? So cook your joint for half an hour, take it out, chop up potatoes, plonk them in, back in there for an hour. So let's do that. In it goes. See you in an hour. Right here then guys, it's actually been an hour and 20 minutes. Halfway through I span it round to make sure it's evenly cooked and it is well and truly roasted. Look at that golden colour, all nice and firm and crisp on the top, and the potatoes are all roasted. Now you'll notice within there's actually the fat from the pork. I'm going to get a tablespoon of that, take it out of there and plonk it in this pan. So let's do that. That's not on to heat, it's just a saucepan sat there, but get a tablespoon of that fat in there. Great, so that's in there. Now actually put it on a very, very low heat. What we're going to do is grab our flour and pour that in with it. Grab yourself a wooden spoon and start to stir it through over the heat for about a minute till it's all merged together. Once it's in there, take it off the heat and then we're going to gradually pour in our beef stock, okay? So that's all there, and what I've done, you'll see that the tray's gone. I've plonked it back in the oven, not putting it onto heat, just leaving it in there with the warmth of the oven to keep it nice and warm. Just cook our vegetables. Once the gravy's done, it's ready. Easy peasy, huh? Cool. Right guys, this water's just about to boil, so I'm going to pour in my carrots now. I'm going to cook those about 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll add in some frozen broccoli just towards the end. I've taken this off the heat, so it's all merged together. What we're going to do is grab this 400 ml of beef stock and just gradually pour it in a little bit at a time. So maybe in quarters, and stir it through. And this is off the heat, by the way, so just merge it in until all of your beef stock is gone, like so. Really easy, huh? Right guys, I'm just adding my last quarter of the beef stock, so in that goes. You can see it's been a nice change of colour and it's got a lot smoother. So once all that's fully stirred through, what we're going to do is put it back on that heat, on that hob there, and stir through the mustard, bringing it to a simmer, and that will be our gravy all done and dusted. Righty-ho, so this is just on a general heat now. What we're going to do is grab our teaspoon of mustard. I've gone for whole grain mustard because I want it to be a little bit more textury. Just going to stir that in, bring it to a simmer, and we'll finish off with our veg. And those carrots are going around wild. They're jumping around like this. Love it. Right, those carrots are halfway through cooking, so I'm going to grab my frozen broccoli, which is in my hand and actually making it very, very numb right now, so I must let go of it. Just plonk it straight in, like so. Wow, that went everywhere. Obviously quite hard to do it one-handed, but just drop it at a lower height if you can. Don't get hot water over yourself. Safety notice. So that's going to just thaw out really, really quickly, cook through, drain it off, get the pork out of the oven, and it's nearly done. Right then guys, my carrots and broccoli are very nearly done. About a minute left on that. The gravy's bubbling away, so what I'm going to do is start to plate up my potatoes and my pork. I'm going to take off that top layer of skin, the crackling, have a little bit on the side. Really, really good. And just slice a few layers of pork off. Probably going to have loads left over for pork sandwiches for next week. Cha-ching. But let's see what it tastes like, yeah? Woo! Right, our gravy's sat there, vegetables drained off. Let's grab ourselves a plate. Okay, let's plonk some pork and some crackling on. Brilliant, so some nice slivers of pork there and some golden crackling. Absolutely amazing. Loads of the crackling left over. As you can see, I just took the lid off of the pork and then sliced it down like that. Loads left. Let's get some of those potatoes on that plate. Beautiful, we've left a nice gap there for our veg to go, so let's put that there. Just like so, and let's just finish off with a nice big helping of our gravy. All around it, like that. Oh yeah. That, my friends, is all done. Let me hold that up to the light so you can see it a bit better. Check that out. Roast dinner with pork, all done. Let's see what it tastes like. Loving it. Okay guys, here we go. I've got my fork full of it here. Ready to go. It's still nice and warm. Loving it. So that meat is going to be so tender. Wow, that was a big mouthful. I'm probably going to be chomping away that. I'm trying to break through all that. Wow. That homemade gravy is unbelievable. That is so yummy. And you saw how easy that was to make. Anyone can make that. Absolutely anyone. Mix it up as well. Change your meat, change your veg, change your gravy technique. Anything you want. Any questions, get in touch. But if I can make that, absolutely anyone in the world can. Have a go for yourself. Let me know how you get on. The 7 days is done. We'll go back to some crazy recipes soon. And I'll see you again next time. Cheers.
High five!